York. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again, okay?
Hi friends. When the Spectrum scammer called and I told him I was looking for a date, I thought he would just hang up on me right away, and it turned into something I was not expecting at all. And this video has been heavily censored to protect innocent ears, but it's still got some things that are not appropriate for children. So children, do not watch, please. No, for real, go away. I have it uncensored for patrons and channel members because I don't want kids to hear it. But this scammer's anger that I wouldn't give him what he wanted is so hilarious to me and so unexpected. Also, he said something about my bobs, B-O-B-B-S, but I don't know what that is.
Are you looking to lower down your bill?
I'm looking for a date.
What did you say?
I said I'm looking for a date.
What are you saying?
I said I'm looking for a date.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love cable guys.
Yes. I have a very huge you like that?
You have a huge tick?
Huge do you want to take that?
You have a tick? Tick.
Do you like a black guy?
Did you have to go to therapy for your tick?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, do you like a black guy?
Hey, cable guy.
Black guy.
No, you're a cable guy.
Hey. Hello, are you there?
I'm here. Can you give me free cable now that we're dating?
Yes, of course. Give me a good time. Give me your Insta, then I will touch on the Insta. What's your Insta account?
A good time would be any time between now and the hour of my death.
You are naked now? You are naked? You are so, like, resting without of your clothes?
That's incorrect.
Incorrect. So,
No,
how can I help you that today?
I'm
How can I help you that?
I'm wearing a tracksuit.
Hello?
Hi, can you tell everyone in the background to be quiet?
No, there is a call center and everybody is working.
They're
no
being
one can listen
loud.
our conversation. You have to say to me, like, do you like a big...
They're being very loud. Oh, I love big chickens. I roast chicken all the time with some herbs, like some thyme and some rosemary and some salt and pepper. I might throw some garlic in there. And then I roast it on a bed of sliced lemons.
And what about your...
My cat?
color of
I actually have a cat, but the neighbor has a Siamese cat, and it's like kind of a white color, and And then the ears and stuff are kind of black, I guess. And sometimes when I'm coming home late at night, it scares me in the dark. Like I go to get the mail and suddenly it's rubbing up against the back of my legs. And I'm just not expecting it because it doesn't even meow before it just sneaks up behind me. And then last night I was getting out of my van. I went to grab my purse and then suddenly something's rubbing the back of my legs again. I was like, oh my gosh, this cat's gonna give me a heart attack.
Okay. So, tell me, what's your name, please?
What's my maid? I don't have a maid.
I said, what's your name?
What's my what?
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Roger.
Roger, okay. Do you want to, I'm dating with you?
I thought we were dating already.
What are you saying? Like, I can't hear you properly. Can you speak up clearly?
You can't hear me?
Yes.
Maybe you should listen louder.
Yes, you can speak louder, please. And what is
Okay.
your boobie size?
Okay, is this better? Am I speaking louder now?
What is your boobie size?
What is my boot size? My boots are about size, well, it depends. Usually about a 9.5. And
I'm not talking about the boobs. I'm talking about the boobs. B-O-B-B.
boots. Boots.
Yep.
Like snow boots. Snow boots about a 9.5 or a 10 if I want to wear some thick wool socks. Do you want to know what size my head is? Do you want to know what size hat I wear?
Yes.
Okay, my hat size is one size fits all.
You know what?
I'm sorry, what? You sound angry. I guess I just wouldn't give him what he wanted. Hello, Roger speaking.
Yes, I am back. Now you can hear me properly?
Can you hear me properly?
Yes, I can. And tell me what's the size of the what's your size of the size of your bra size?
Oh, well, I was going to tell you about my hats. In hats, like knit hats and cowboy hats and all the other kinds of hats.
Oh,
I wear one.
please, I'm not talking about that.
I wear one size fits all. And t-shirts, I wear about a medium. And let's talk about my boots some more. I know how much you like my boots. My boots are a 9.5 or 10, depending on if I want to wear some thick wool socks. Why is it so quiet in the background? Did you murder everyone?
You don't answer the question which I'm questioning you.
Did you murder everyone you work with? Why are they so quiet?
You're wasting my time, you.
I'm wasting your time? You sound very angry. You sound like you need therapy. I wonder if he's going to call again. When this cable TV... Hi, friends. When this Spectrum... Can't even do this.
Good morning, everyone. Let's make sure we have sound. I think so. Morning, Take. How are you today? Today might be the big day, Take, for the verdict. Are you excited?
Excited for closure. It better not be more suspense.
Yeah. Well, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Great to see everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
We have kind of
Thank you, Rev.
We have kind of a strange day because Chester cannot bring us the news today. So, and also our conversation with Rainbow was long, so we broke it into we're going to play a clip of it today, and then we're going to have Virginia, aka the password is mwah. Virginia, aka Scammers Are Sus, to talk about Instagram scammers, which I feel like you're becoming an expert in.
I love her. I mean, we're good friends on Instagram. We're always liking each other's videos. She gets a lot of likes. I get 5 if I'm lucky. But she's always putting screenshots of other baiters. And she's definitely heavy into posting the idiots that are totally scamming. Whether it's romance scams with fake profiles or, crypto investors or whatever it is, she's on top of it. I mean, if you go there right now, I bet you there's some she just posted with scam right across it. So I don't know where she finds the time, but God bless her. I've been wanting to talk with her. I can't wait. I love what she does on Instagram because I hate those fuckers.
Yeah, very much. I'll be interested to see how she finds them, how she verifies that they're scammers. Because I 100% trust her. She definitely knows what she's doing. and yeah, it's great because I've tried to bait a couple of them, but they're kind of annoying. But I get them
I got a few right now.
Mm-hmm. That you're baiting from Instagram?
I'm just playing around with them. I'm not doing anything with it. Nobody would ever know I'm doing it. It's not entertainment purposes. It's just to kind of, I could try to waste their time, but unless I'm really going to get deep into it where they spend all their time on me, they're probably sending messages to 50 other people like me. So I just mess with them because I know they're not in New York, and they say they're in New York. They're just idiots. But I'm so happy that we're talking with her because we don't spend enough time with the online type of scams. I mean, it was good that we had Sarah on and we did the Facebook scam a little bit, but most of our stuff is prank phone calls because we want to entertain as well. And it's hard to I guess incorporate that unless you spend a lot of time with an online scam to make it somewhat entertaining to grab people's attention. Like Annie from Romance Scammers does a real good job, and Pleasant Green, and there's some good ones out there, but it's tough.
Yeah, I agree. I spent almost a whole day the other day, or like a week or two ago, looking up this group of websites that I found all have the exact same quote unquote reviews at the bottom. And then it's just like it's very obvious that you can't really do anything. Like, I can't really make a video out of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I am going to make like a post about, I am going to make a post about, like red flags for websites. Cause think a lot of people buy stuff off of websites just cause there's a website, but that doesn't mean that they're not scammers. Because making a website isn't necessarily too hard, So.
Yeah, you can do it in 10 minutes if you're that good. I mean, it's the basic one. People do it.
Yeah. No, DA, there's millions of people that love Take. Millions.
No, he means 50 people like Take, not
Millions.
like me, I hope. Hopefully there's more than 50 people that like me. I thought he meant there was like 50 other people out there just like me.
Oh, I seriously doubt that. No. I don't think there's anybody like you.
That's what I was saying. I was like, God help this world. There's more than one of me.
Yep.
But with the online scam thing, I mean, as long as people are, what Virginia's doing is at least spreading awareness. And if people are scrolling through their Instagram things and they come across these profiles, maybe one person sees it that would have gotten scammed. I mean, there's a lot of work involved just to hopefully stop, one person from getting scammed. So a lot of credit to her for doing that.
Oh, he's saying like they want you. They want a piece of Take.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sure there's at least 50 that want you. And you're
Tell
too
them to come here, bring groceries.
You're too cool for school.
The end of the month. There's too much month at the end of the money. I could use some groceries. I could use a re-up. I'll post my address.
By the way, my YouTube is getting on my case about the viewers. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, DA. So kind
Thank
of
you, D.
About how my viewers, like 30% of my viewers aren't subbed, and I'm sure you probably have about the same as far as people that watch the show but aren't subbed to you. So can y'all please sub to us? We would greatly appreciate it.
The problem is I post a video and then I lose 5 subs. So I'm afraid to even post anything. It pisses people off or something. I don't know. But I can't help it. But I'm not looking to be monetized anytime soon, I guess. So let them hate me. But I feel bad for you.
Well, we want the show to continue to grow it, expand its community so that we can continue to grow awareness, about scam baiting and scams. So the only way to do that is if, the more subs you have, the more YouTube will recommend you. That's just the way it goes. So, anyway, good morning, Anushka. How are you, dear? On a separate note, I was going to say something else. So the video from last Thursday I made to members only for now. I have a reason for it. I'll be putting it back public if anybody missed it at some point. Yeah, Raz, unsub and resub like every single day. Take loves it when people do that. Don't you, Take?
Yeah, I mean, and there's been very nice people that have tried to help. Yeah, it has to be legit. If you have 4 different accounts, maybe they stick, but YouTube knows that, and we want people that are gonna actually like the content. I mean, subs are everything, especially in a world full of haters, and you want to show them that, hey, I can grow. I don't need you, but it has to be legit.
Yeah.
Because I could get 5 different phones. You know what I mean? I could get 5. I have 5 different phones, actually. I mean, or you don't even need different phones. You just do different accounts. I don't know how that works, but I think it's better if it's just legit. If they like you, they like you. If they hate you, they hate you.
Yeah, that's true. So I made the video for members only for right now. I can make it for the Patreons as well. I'll put it on the Patreon later today. Anybody, so if you missed it, you're welcome to become a member, but I'm going to make it public again soon. I have a reason for that, a good reason. I think it's a good reason. Obviously, I had a reason to do it. So far, we've raised around $800 out of the $1,600 for her. So if anybody would still like to donate to her, you can PayPal aspirecontact@gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat. And we're almost done with the website for the nonprofit. So that should be up hopefully by the end of the week.
Nice.
So
Let's get Sarah back to even if we can.
yeah.
Or at least close. At least close. I mean,
yeah.
You know, it's bad things happen to good people all the time, and there's usually, no one there to help, and it's nice if we can help. I don't know if we'll get her the whole 1,600, and obviously we can't do that for every person who falls victim, but if we can get her closer to 1,600, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, and the nonprofit's going to strive to help more people financially. Obviously, it takes money for that. So it'll be a while before we build up enough resources to be able to help people. But that's definitely one goal of the nonprofit, as well as just reducing the number of scams. So we're working on some, things in that way. But yeah, hopefully the nonprofit will grow and we'll be able to help more people that way. Especially if they lose it to like crypto or something and nobody can help them recover that money. And by the way, anytime you see, sorry, New Moon, I must have missed it. I'll go back and look for it. I'm getting a lot of DMs lately. It's, sometimes I miss some. I'm really sorry. We're about 50%, 800 out of 1,600. By the way, I just want to say, especially on Facebook, I've been on Facebook a lot lately because that's how I found Sarah. I've been able to talk to people that's being scammed and stuff. If anyone tells you they can recover your money, if you've been scammed, they're definitely a scammer. I'm just saying. I've seen so many people that's like, oh, I can hack your scammer and I can get your money back. Have you seen those people?
No, but maybe they can hack into my bank and get me some more money.
Yeah.
If they're that good.
I think they have them on Instagram too. Like they're like, Hacker John can recover your money if you've been scammed. He'll hack your scammer and get it back for you. Anytime you see that, it's BS. You can ask Maya. She sees a lot of no, there's no I. The I is implied. Maya is like a admin for one of Pergy's groups there, and she sees a lot of. I think she sees a lot of those hacker services.
I would, if you have like I don't know what his scam would be. Maybe when the money gets transferred back, like you have to give him an account or something. But I would what if we just set him up and just had a totally clean computer, no information on there, and let him do his thing and see if it works.
Well, I have one on
and have like
baiting.
an empty bank account.
Yeah. Well, I have one on baiting now. I told him that I lost $10,000. His name is Brandon. I was gonna try to. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, that sounds
Kelly.
like it.
That's so sweet of you. We can actually try to call him today if you wanted to talk to him. I know it's not traditional scammer call, but I have his phone number and everything. He was texting me last night. So
You can talk on the phone.
yeah, so we can give him a call and you can tell him you've been hacked or whatever and see what he has to say or whatever you want. Or you can just tell him about your Doodle Dasher.
Is he from this country?
I don't know. I haven't actually spoken to him yet.
Oh, gotcha.
But he's definitely a scammer. I've just texted with him. His name is Brandon. And he texted me last night. The last thing he texted me was... Hold on, I'm pulling it up. He texted me, hit me up once you are up so I can show you the step on how can recover all your $10,000 and track the scammer identity. Dun dun dun.
How did he find out that you were scammed?
I saw him just post on Facebook to somebody else. Somebody else made a post that they had got scammed. So then I just contacted him. you know.
So he just looks at Facebook all day looking for people that are complaining that they got scammed.
Right.
And then he scams them.
Right. He tries to take
Fucking
advantage
idiot.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to talk with this guy. I've got to talk with him.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much,
Thank
Raz.
you, Raz. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. So nice of you. But yeah, so yeah, he's definitely one that kicks him when people are down type of person. So, well, I miss.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just gonna say I miss Chester today. On a separate note.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's somewhere around England. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, he needs to come back because I miss those stories. That's how I get my news, and hopefully we'll have some big news in the middle of our stream. Maybe there'll be a verdict.
Maybe.
Although I think it's afternoon. I don't think they do it in the morning, but I don't know. But what I was going to say is, like, yeah, it's tough if you're a victim and you lose your money. I mean, it's very, very tough to recover it. We had somebody on, I don't know, a couple months ago with was it the PCH scammer, and they ended up getting their a cashier's check stopped, and that was a big fight. But she did recover, or not recover, but they stopped the payment, but then they found the mule, and they got the mule's money back, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But it's very rare. It's very rare. You're scammed out of money. Only thing you can do is hope that it's not a lot of money. Although in these days, $100 is a lot of money. With it probably gets you half a tank if you drive a little car.
Yeah.
It's money's important. I mean, it's more than ever. So usually we can't always do what we did, unfortunately, for every victim. But if we can help one person out and get her close to 1,600, then we're doing okay.
Agree. Kate.
But I don't want any more victims coming on, and it breaks your heart. And I'm just kidding, actually. But it was spur of the moment. So hopefully we all just reach in our pockets and can do what we can. But it was very heartbreaking.
Yeah, and we'll do what we can. We are a small channel, obviously. Neither Take and I are basking in wealth, so.
Well, I'm tapped out for the next 5 years, so that's all on everybody else.
I'm struggling right now, so but we can just do what we can do. So Kay asked a question. She asked, "Is it worth dragging a romance scammer for a while or a waste of time?"
Is it worth dragging a romance scammer for a while or a waste of time? I think it's worth it. I mean, that's what I was trying to say before, and I tried to ask Annie from romance scammers and scams online, where if she's baiting somebody for a month at a time, if they're typing to her and she's spending a lot of time, they can't be out looking for their next victim, is the way I look at it. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's tough to know for sure because maybe the person is trying to scam 100 people at once, but I don't think it's a waste of time. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's a waste of time.
But I mean, there's people that say that what we do is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Unless you're, getting results and you're getting a bank account, which even then they get new bank accounts. And I mean, you can argue anything's a waste of time.
Yeah.
If you're in the moment and you're talking with somebody and they're not hurting somebody else, I think it's all worth it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I think baiting romance scammers is very difficult. Because one, it takes a lot of time. And they want you to act like you're in a relationship with them. So, like they want to call you every single day. They want you to text them when you wake up and text them when you go to bed. And I don't want to do any of that. I don't actually want a relationship with them. But also it's pretty hard, just to, kind of deal with this ongoing scenario that like never ends. That you have this boyfriend or you feel like you have this boyfriend. But you can always, they still are going to have money mules that you can get information from. They're going to have Zelle accounts. You could potentially save. I think the biggest thing about romance scammers is you can maybe save other victims because they are known for using their victims from money mules, you know? Like, hey babe, can my friend's going to put some money in your account, okay? And that's all it takes. So
right.
You're in a relationship with them. Like if Take said that to me today, I'd be like, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? So in their mind, they're thinking it's their friend, their boyfriend or whatever. And it doesn't sound like that big of a deal. So that's to me the biggest thing you can help people, with the romance scams. But we had romance scammers on a couple weeks ago. So you can go back and watch her interview if you're interested more in that because she talked a lot about that. Well, safety measures, of course, you never want to send them your real picture, your real phone number, your real address, anything. You need a text now number or a WhatsApp that's set up to not reveal your identity. What else do you need to protect yourself?
Most of them, is my understanding, like the one I've been dealing with, they won't call me, they won't text me even. They're trying to get me to do Hangouts.
Hangouts.
Is there something called Hangouts? It's like an app, Google Hangouts, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a WhatsApp. Like I don't know, people just chat. I don't know. The conversation went, "Are you in New York?" I'm in New York, and then they ask, "Do you use Hangouts?" And I thought they were just having bad English, so I said, "I don't know, I'm new here. Where's a good place to hang out?" And they said, "No, it's an app." So I'm assuming it's something I just don't know about. But I don't know what else you would need to do to be safe. I mean, a text now, if you can text, there's no possible way, in my understanding, they could ever track you. And even if they can, a lot of them are just too scared to leave what they're doing anyway. But what I would like to see is, the heart to heart with those people at the end. If you could really expose them to themselves, and then they really think that they have you, and they come clean, and then you do like a video chat so you can kind of see what they look like. But I know that's like a one-off. That's like a very 1 in a million chance.
Yeah.
Like I think Deo had what was his big bait he was doing, and it was from Nigeria, and he got the guy to go on camera. It wasn't romance though, but it's something like that. If you finesse it right, you can get them to admit it, and then of course they're still going to try to scam you, but you might get a location out of them,
right?
Or an identity.
Yeah, for sure.
What up, Jack?
Hi, Jack. How are you?
That's my nickname with my stepdad.
Jack.
He calls me Jack Scambaiter. No, he calls me Jack.
Jack.
Because I when I was little, did you ever see 48 Hours, I think, with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte?
No, never heard of that.
I don't know. But I was like, I don't know, 13, 12 years old. I don't know. It was on TV, and the guy said, "What's up, Jack?" And I was like, "What? Why is he calling him Jack? His name's not Jack." And then my stepfather explained that, no, you say that to people, like, cool, like, what's going on, Jack? So it stuck with me for all these years. Now I'm Jack in his eyes.
Jack. Hit the road, Jack.
You don't know Jack.
And don't you come back no more.
But thanks so much for being here, Jack Scambaiter.
Yeah. Thank you, Jack Scambaiter. Yeah. So
you just joined YouTube 2 days ago. So welcome to YouTube.
That's because YouTube hates Jack and they keep shutting his accounts down. See, he got nuked again.
Oh, Jack. Yeah, sorry, man. Oh, I'm sure my day's coming too, brother.
Yep. I always get scared. Remember how like I can't remember now if it was me or you, but one of us had a dream at night that our channel like disappeared. But I can't remember if it was me or you. And it was like months ago. I just remember us talking about it.
I used to have dreams about that all the time when I was trying to get to 1,000, and then once they start hating on you, you're just like, yeah, fuck it, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Don't be stressed about the virtual nonsense. But yeah, I've had dreams like that.
Yeah.
You live so much in a virtual world. I mean, you start dreaming about people and things and channels. It's just, you spend all your time there, you're going to dream.
Yep. Do you think all scammers are narcissists?
No. Oh, I thought. Oh, okay, now I see where that came from. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of them that are, but I really feel like there's a few people that don't think that there's anything else that they can do. And it's rare because I think a lot of people that go in there doing it know that there's other things they could be doing, but it doesn't pay them the same amount of money. But I really do feel like there's a few good people just doing horrible things. Very small, though. I think most of them are scumbag criminals that will take your last dollar.
Yeah.
But, I mean, how many times have, maybe 1 out of 100 calls when we used to call every single day when Genesis had his stream going, we would call and talk to hundreds of scammers. Well, at least in my case, because every call was about 10 seconds. But you do reach up, you do find somebody that will just stay on the phone with you because they want to make it look like they're talking to you, and they really don't like what they're doing. Like, you can hear it in their voice. They hate it, and they're not scamming anybody. They're just there for a paycheck, which is still bad because they're part of a criminal organization and the money's getting paid to them. And they know they're going to be fired in 2 months because they're not going to produce results. But they're so scared of either karma or just feeling bad, and they don't want to scam anybody. They'll tell you it's a scam. But again, it's very rare.
Right.
So I really think the majority of the people we talk to are narcissists.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't feel... To be honest, on my part, I don't feel like I know that... Like, I have heard that term a million times, and I'm pretty sure I dated one, but I still don't feel like I, like, have a good, expert definition of it to be able to know, how to really determine it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know enough about what it means to be a narcissist to really know, but I would say probably a lot of them are. Congrats to Scammer Takeout on his his first live stream. Good way to go. You're moving on up. Sorry that I missed you because I was going to join him, but I guess I went live and then he just I didn't know what time we were doing it, so I just went live and then I missed him, but hopefully soon we can.
Yeah, sorry I missed that. I've been out of it. I haven't even been on Discord in a couple days.
Yeah.
I'll try to get the Scammer Takeout stream today at least.
Do you know what time you're streaming Scammer Takeout? Hey, Kat.
Yeah, what time's your stream, Takeout?
Hey, purr babies. Hey, flying spaghetti.
What up, purr babies? And to go back to that narcissist thing, I think that there's definitely elements of that, of being a narcissist in a lot of scammers. I don't know if it's the whole thing, but, in my understanding is a narcissist can't really be empathetic towards people. And that's what I feel I deal with. They're okay. The conversation that I posted today that I think you're going to play later, it's only a 5-minute thing. The guy, when I'm telling him, people have killed themselves because of what you do. Well, I'm not coming to you with a knife. And I
Right.
said, okay, maybe you're not. Maybe you are. Maybe you did call somebody and scam them and that you caused that. You don't know. But
Right.
they don't feel emotion. They
Right.
just take money and they don't care about the repercussions. And they kind of rationalize it like, well, I'm not shooting you. I'm not cutting you. But it's a whole different dynamic. They have no sympathy for taking $10,000 from somebody, because killing you or hurting you would be a lot worse physically.
Right.
They don't realize. And maybe it's stupidity, but to me, it's they're smart enough to know they're doing wrong and just don't have feelings.
Right. That's true.
So in that aspect, I think that they're narcissists, but there's different levels of it, and there's all different types of borderline personality, all that. We can have a
Right.
shrink on here, but
Yeah.
I don't really know that much about it.
I did a video.
What up, Rabbit?
Hey, Robin. Thanks for joining us. I did a video a few weeks ago about manipulation, as I saw a really good video about like the signs of a manipulator, and I realized like that the scammers, like being manipulative is built into the script, obviously. You can see
Who was teaching that video? Who was what video? My ex is making videos now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, it
You're
was
going to
a-
learn from the best.
Yeah. So it's pretty bad if you work at a company and the like literally the script. I think there's a big difference between sales. I mean, I'm sure selling stuff has a tiny bit of manipulation built into it, but not where all 8 signs of manipulation are literally written into the script. You know what I mean?
No, well, yeah, in sales, I mean, we call it nudging. If you're out shopping for a mattress and the same product is in 8 different stores, I need to nudge you to make the decision to buy from me. And why wouldn't I? I've spent 2 hours with you. I've talked about everything about the mattress. I'm totally honest. I have the best financing. Here I am selling mattresses again, right? But you need that little nudge, because you're going to buy in the next 3 places that you go to. Statistics show that. And there's nothing that we hate more, or any salesperson, when you waste all of their time asking questions. They give you all of the knowledge, and then you don't want to buy it because, I got to shop around. And then you go somewhere else, and it's the same price, and it's all that, and then you end up just buying it. So that's why it's in sales we give you a nudge, and I don't know if I would consider that manipulation, but I guess people could debate it.
And also, like, the things that you're teaching them or nudging them with it's not like they're flat out lies. Like, you have hackers on your computer. There's literally nothing about that that's true. Versus, we have the best financing.
Well, that's lies.
Yeah. Versus, we have the best financing.
That's lies. Right. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong. They're taking it to the next level. And we talked about this, I think, in our very early on with Sven, and I said, in sales, we used to use that term, constructive discontent, where if you come in looking for a mattress, I'm going to keep reminding you on how bad your mattress is at home. You told me that you have back pain. Do you really want to go back home and sleep on that thing? I mean, let's get you into something nice so you can have more time to play with your kids and you have more energy. And that's constructive discontent. You keep reminding them of how bad the product is that they have. With the scammers, they're lying. They're telling you that your computer is all fucked up and that there's hackers on there, and it's a total scam. They're lying, but in a way, they're taking content to the next level.
And what was it called again?
Total liars.
What was it called?
Constructive discontent.
Constructive discontent. Huh. Interesting. I'm writing it down.
I'll have to send you some sales books, but I mean, the scammers that I see on your stream, when you stream on Twitch, and they're manipulating you and they're calling you honey, and they're trying to show sympathy. They're such bad actors. It's almost like you would think, who would fall for that? I mean, they sound ridiculous, but people do. But
Right.
I listen to them trying to manipulate, and I'm like, thank God we're we're onto them. But I don't
Yep.
think they're that good. I just think that it's just funny how bad their acting is.
Well, I got one from yesterday that I was supposed to deposit $14,000 in a Bitcoin ATM. I'm sure if I call them from my number at any point this morning, they will definitely answer. So you could talk to them this morning.
Yeah, I'll talk to anybody. I don't care.
And I texted Brandon. Hopefully we can talk to him. So yesterday,
I called about 25 criminals yesterday. I called
Wow.
about 25 scammers yesterday, and I just started the conversation with, "Hey, can you just please tell me what it's like to be a criminal?" And I got about 24 hang-ups, and one person took the time to talk to me, to tell me about it.
Wow. That was good. You got one.
That's all it took. But then what happened to me yesterday? I think I texted you a number late at night on my phone.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
So a scammer called me, and I pick up the phone, and it was the craziest rage I've ever heard. Like me times 100. And I was like, "Why are you calling me? Did I piss you off that bad today? Like you're taking the time out of your day to call me just to rage."
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually hung up on him. And when would I ever hang up on a scammer? So I hung up on him. Then the phone rang 2 seconds later. He called me about 10 times over the next 20 minutes. He
Wow.
was angry.
That's crazy. I thought he called you like a whole bunch of times and that he was in love with you.
No, that was your take on things.
Oh.
He was not in love with
I
me.
thought he was telling
if
I thought he was telling you like, hey, I'm a black boy or something like that.
No, he was being racist towards me. But I don't know. I mean, if somebody loves you, do they call you and say they want to F your mother, your daughter, your sister, and that you're the N-word? Like, are those words of love?
I guess not. Maybe.
I don't know. I've been out of it a while. But I don't think he loved me.
Yeah.
He was flooding me.
I tried to call him last night. He didn't answer me. So maybe that's another reason why I thought he loved you.
Well, I mean, you could try the number again. Hopefully it went down, but I don't know. The number was up that late, so maybe it hasn't been shut down yet.
Yeah, that's true. Let's try it and see if it works.
Flying. Yeah, I'm getting old and soft.
I'm going to try it right now, see if it's still up. Let me look at the number. So, and also just while I'm looking up the number, just to update everyone, Sven is out on his secret project that it's not a secret because he told us all about it. When he was on the show last week. I talked to him last night and yeah, I talked to him last night and he's fine. He's fine. So nothing. He's working on his secret project for several days. And he's fine. So yesterday I called the call center where he is and he heard the entire conversation, but he wasn't on the phone yet. So ooh,
yeah,
Brandon's
I gotta talk with him. I want to call that call center.
Yeah. Brandon's texting me.
Tell him to call in. I mean, don't tell him. I mean, unless you want, but I wouldn't tell him we have a show going.
Yeah.
Are you calling him?
I'm calling the one your guy from last night.
Oh, that idiot.
That idiot.
The person you are trying to reach is on the phone. Leave your message at the tone. Press pound when finished.
Hello. Can you please give me a call back? I need some technical assistance. Thank you.
To listen to your message.
We'll see if he calls back. Okay, let me try Brandon's number and see if he'll answer a random number. Hitting them early today on the Morning Scam Show with Take a Glass of Water and CJ Scams.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just like saying that. It sounds like professional, like we're on the serious radio. Okay, this is Brandon. Morning, Mr. Santiago. This is Brandon if he answers, the hacker / victim dirtball.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Google subscriber? What does that mean? Like it's a Google Voice number?
So I don't quite understand all that, but that's a step up from text now, I guess, right?
I guess. This number is also Brandon.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Maddie? Have a good day, Kimberly. Thanks for coming by.
Hi, Kim.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available.
Jesus Christ.
All right, well, we'll try him again later.
Worst criminal ever. He's not even awake yet.
Yeah.
Money doesn't sleep, pal.
Morning, Nannerbaiter. How are you? All right. Oh, someone anonymous is calling. You take it, okay? You take it.
Hello?
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, is this medicine? Is this medicine?
What's that? I can't understand
What am I
you.
on to?
Oh. Hello?
You did call me.
I did call you.
Hello.
Did I wake you up?
Yeah. Are you medicine?
I'm with Madison. Did Madison contact you about us losing some money?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna help you recover your money. How did you send the money to the person?
So, I mean, it was. Well, let me ask you first. Are you in? What state are you in? Are you in America?
I'm currently in Australia. I'm undergoing a seminar right now at the moment.
You're in Australia?
Yeah. I'm undergoing a seminar right now, but I'm from Texas.
Oh, Texas. What part of Texas you from?
Well, I'm actually on the Chicago side.
I'm sorry?
Hello? How did you lose the money? Yeah, did you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little
think
bit.
it's
I don't know. I have friends in
Yeah.
Australia. What time is it right now in Australia?
The time in Australia right now, 22:35, 10:35
AM or PM?
a.m.
So, AM? It's 10:30. It's 10:30 in the morning in Australia?
Yeah. Medicine, how can I help you? You could start by the process. Who directed you to me?
Well, I want to know that I can trust you, and I don't know if we're off to the best start. It's nighttime in Australia right now.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. I don't give
Oh, I
most
thought
of
you
my
said
info due to
AM.
the nature of my job. Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
give
you have a
due to the
Texas
nature of my
accent. I
job.
kind of can see that you're from Texas. Um, so how would you go about getting gift card money back? We gave somebody gift cards. They told us to give them gift cards to pay for something, for computer support.
Okay. So you paid ten thousand
And then
dollars.
their numbers change all the time.
Wait,
So
you know what, Mason? Can I? Is this number on WhatsApp? I want to call you on WhatsApp. I think this network is so bad. I can't really hear you at the moment.
you want to do it right now?
Yeah, the network is so bad. I want to call you on WhatsApp. Can I call you on WhatsApp with this number?
I think so.
Is your number on WhatsApp? Okay, okay. I'll call you on WhatsApp now. Just be on WhatsApp. I'll call you now.
All right. I can't wait, man. I need this money back.
Should I call you now?
If you can.
Can I
I
call
know
you?
it's
Can I
morning
call
there.
you
I
with this
don't
number
want to
right
interrupt
now?
your breakfast. I don't know what you're doing. How do you spend your mornings in Australia? Like you out and search for some brekkie, like some Vegemite, and then you want to like maybe headbutt a kangaroo?
You're so funny, dude. Well, actually, it's a seminar I'm going through right now. I'm educating people about scams.
So I'm gonna have Madison call you on WhatsApp, okay?
Okay, okay. Please, please. I want to call you now on WhatsApp. I'll call you. Just be with your phone. I'll call you now.
Okay, I can't wait.
Okay.
Thanks, Brandon.
That is definitely a scammer because he's from Chicago, Texas.
It's 8:35 a.m. Or 10, whatever he said. It's nighttime in Australia. So I didn't understand anything. I was just going along with it. Can he call you on WhatsApp? I don't even know what that is.
He can call me. Like, yeah, I texted him on WhatsApp. The only thing I'm not sure how well people will hear it, but let's give it a try. I'll call him. Can y'all hear that ringing?
Hello. Yeah, is this Mason? Okay, okay.
Brandon?
That is this. How many number do you have?
Oh, I got a couple. Well, that's my job. You spoke to my girl Madison, but like I do a lot of work and it requires different phones.
Okay, 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 okay. Understand you.
But I don't think you could really help. Have you ever helped somebody get their money back before that was scammed with gift cards?
He hung up on you.
Why?
I don't know. Oh, he's calling back.
Okay, so you say you send gift card to the person?
This is worse than before. You sound like a Texan
Yeah.
R2D2.
This network is so bad. It's crap, and I can't even talk well. I guess we should just let's chat.
The phone was better before we switched to this crazy app.
All right, all right, all right, all right. I'll call you. Call me on normal call.
Okay.
What'd he say?
I have no idea. It was so bad.
That's probably just the settings on the thing, because it made you sound real quiet, at least on my part. You sounded super quiet, and then like he was like, I don't know, loud to me. That's how it sounded to me, but I don't know how it sounded to you.
But I mean, people in chat are saying they could hear him well, and there's times when you're talking and you sound like a Southern R2D2, and I wonder if it's just the way Discord is with me. But he was really bad,
Yeah.
so people aren't hearing what I heard, I guess. But
Oh, okay.
I don't,
All right. Well, that's Brandon, everybody. He can help you recover your money if you get scammed. I'm surprised he didn't rage at him. But
to learn a little bit about what he was going to say about how would he go about getting gift card money back, and you don't have a phone number.
yeah. I wish you could have heard him better. Let me try. I wonder if I change the settings. I might have to
Try it and then call him and say I had to go out for a minute and it's you again. See what you can get out of him.
Okay. Let me change the voice settings and see if it's better or worse. He hung up on me. Oh, he's declining the call for some reason. I don't know. Let me try him back.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Madison?
Hello, sir.
Hello? Oh, shoot. Hold on, let me try him one more time.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Oh, he's in. Hello? Hello? Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Is this Mason?
Yeah, we're both here. Can you tell us again how to recover the how you'll recover the gift cards? Like, what do we need to do?
Okay. I'll give you steps on how we could recover this gift card. First, I will need to see a proof of how you sent it, so I could see how I could trace everything you sent.
Okay. Like a
Can you
statement
send me
from
a
the
picture of the
bank?
gift card? Yeah, you could just send me a picture of the gift card so I
Okay.
could see everything. I could share the info. Then you send me the person's phone number and email you send the money to. You send the gift card, then I'll see what I can do. Then I'll tell you the process to follow on how we could recover your money.
Oh, okay. Honey, do you have any questions?
Yes, yeah. Okay, what question is that?
No, I'm the honey here. So if we give you the gift cards, I think we still have them somewhere. There's no value on them anymore. But like, how does that work? I mean,
Okay.
you're gonna figure out where they were used. You mean?
Exactly, sir. That was the whole thing. I'll figure it out and I'll track it and see where it's been kept because they must have loaded somewhere, but I wanted to figure out everything. So once I have to see the gift card first before I begin my job. So I will be telling you the steps we need to follow in order for us to recover everything you've lost.
Why do you need to see it? Why don't we just give you the numbers? I mean, what's the difference?
All right. Give me the number. Sir. No difference. Just give me the number.
And then what's the next step? I mean, are you going to call every store in Calcutta? I mean, to see if anybody used it,
Well,
or maybe they're selling it on
actually,
eBay for if we gave them, I think we gave them $10,000. I forgot what the increments are, but like let's say one of them are $200 gift card. You're going to check eBay, see if somebody's selling it for 180.
Actually, what I want to do first, if I'm able to get the person's number you send this gift card to, I'll first track the location of the person and see where he's keeping every of his info Then I'll locate where he is keeping his gift cards. Then I'll be able to retrieve it. Once we are doing this job, I will advise you, do not let anyone know that we are tracking this person. Do not let anybody know. It's just confidential between you and I.
There is nobody else to know, though. You don't understand.
Okay.
They have numbers. They post numbers, and then we call them for help. We gave them the numbers. I mean, like the gift card numbers, and then they're done. The number's no longer. How would you find that person?
But do you still have that number?
The phone number?
Do you still have the phone number of the person?
Possibly. I know that it was text now because when we called back, first it said the text now subscriber you're trying to reach is no longer here, and then later on it was disconnected.
Well, I just need to have the phone number, so I'll be able to track the phone number. That's the first step I need to do. I need the phone number first. That's my first step. Then I'll figure out.
How would you track text now? How would you track a text now number?
That's my job, sir. Let me do my job, sir.
Okay, I have the number. You ready?
Yeah, you could just send me as text.
Okay, I'll send it to you in text.
All right, send it to me now so I could proceed.
Okay.
I mean, I'm more skeptical than my wife here. I mean, I think you're a fucking idiot, and you're not gonna do anything. I think you're a scammer, but that's just me. I'm gonna let you two talk because I'll lose it in a minute.
Are you a scammer, sir?
No, I'm not. What's bringing all this? What's causing all this insult right now?
Well, I mean, let's be honest with each other for a second. Let's talk about a couple of things.
If you don't trust me, it's fine. You could just go figure out yourself who you want to.
Well, why would I trust you? Would you trust you?
He hung up on you.
Didn't even let me talk about his being from Texas and being in Australia.
Yeah, he's from Chicago, Texas. Don't forget.
Right. And I didn't get to tell him I was just about to go to Nigeria for vacation to see what he said, but right, PJ.
For those that are just joining us, that was a I guess you'd call it like a recovery hacker. I'm gonna just tell him I'll text you later when he is not home. Then we'll see what he says.
He's still going.
Yeah.
I am getting soft in my old age. Usually I would rage and they wouldn't you would never hear from them.
Yeah.
But I did tone it down a bit. So.
Well, that's super sweet of you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that was fun. Shall we play Music as a Rainbow now?
You're gonna play music. Oh, you're gonna play Music as a Rainbow, and then, when are we gonna speak with Virginia?
After that, Virginia's walking right now.
Oh, she's walking to the studio?
Yeah, she'll be here shortly.
Okay. Yeah, play it.
Okay.
Let's go to the videotape.
All right, we will listen to this. Everyone, this is Music as a Rainbow. This is a small clip, and then we will have the rest of it on Thursday. So this is Music as a Rainbow. Hello, it's CJ, and Take a Glass of Water.
Hello.
CJ who? Who is this?
CJ Scams, scamming the scammers. And this is Take a Glass of Water too. He's on the line.
Good Hello. To meet you.
Hi.
Thanks so much.
How are you, Miss Music?
Miss Music.
It's been a crazier day than expected.
Well, that happens when you have children. That's why Take and I don't have any of those.
Well, we don't think we do.
Yeah, not that we know of.
Whenever I think I'm choosing a good day and time for something, my kids prove otherwise. So.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure 5 kids keeps you pretty busy.
Yeah. So I'm driving my son to the college he's going to next fall. I'm driving him there tomorrow, and I thought, okay, I should get the oil changed. And then last night, I realized my tabs were expired by 2 days, so had to go and pick those up. And I thought I should get the tires checked too, and they didn't have anyone there. And I said, okay, well, you might as well rotate my tires since you have time. And then they said, you hardly have any brake pad left.
So it just never, it's like a never ending cycle. Once you do one thing, there's 100 things that pop up.
Yeah. So I said, okay, well, I have to run home, get my son, drive him to a senior presentation. So I didn't realize the senior presentation was going to be today, which meant he didn't have a bus ride to school. So the seniors go late today. So I drove him, and then I took my van back to the break place, and then I was trying to wake up my other son, who was up until 6 a.m. doing homework. I wanted him to come pick me up, so I didn't have to stay at Les Schwab for 3 hours. But I needed to do this call with you, which I'm really glad that we're able to make work.
Yeah.
And,
thanks for squeezing us in.
Is early release for the kids because they have the day off tomorrow because of Memorial Day weekend. So they do a 4-day weekend, and tomorrow is going to be set aside for snow makeup days, but they didn't have to use it.
I think we're good not having any children, right? I couldn't keep up with all that.
I mean, I thought 5 children's a lot, and then I just remember when we had Deo on, and Deo was telling me he had like 10 or 20, right? So, it's like 5 is easy compared to 20, I would think.
I think he just said it felt like 20. I don't think he actually has 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you good.
It.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So tell us a little bit about how you got into scam baiting.
Well, kind of a long story, I guess. Back when we lived in our last place, I got lots of tech support scam calls, but I didn't know what they were. I was not very tech savvy back then, and I would hear these people saying that I had a virus in my computer, and I was like, yeah, I don't think so. And I would just hang up. I wouldn't even say anything to them. And then a friend who worked at Microsoft, she mentioned that, we shouldn't hang up on them. We should waste their time because their scams actually work, and then they're going to get to a victim faster. And I thought, oh, she's right. And I do have pretty good wit, and I'm pretty sure I could keep them on a long amount of time. But I didn't actually start doing that until we moved into our house, and we got our new phone number that used to belong to an elderly couple named Roger and Sylvia. And we've been in this house almost 8 years now, and still every single day we have people calling for Roger and Sylvia.
I've seen you use that name in some of your baits.
Yeah, that's why I use those names all the time, because if I tell them a different name, they'll think I'm lying. And so if I say, oh, this is Roger, they'll go, aha, yep, we have the correct information, all right. So
right.
Same thing with Sylvia, but lately I realized they don't even know that Roger is a man's name. So I was speaking in my
they
normal
don't?
voice, and they're like, "Okay, is this Roger?" I'm like, yeah.
Roger.
So lately, I've been getting a little giggle, telling them that my name's Roger, even if they said Roger. It's Roger.
That's a good. That was smart, clever.
Yeah. So when we moved in here, I was very pregnant with Sabrina and miserable. And my kids were in 3 different schools, and so every time the phone rang, I thought, oh, that could be one of the schools calling. And so I waddle over to get the phone, and I'm having contractions, and the majority of the time it was a scammer, and it was making me very angry.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah, and there was this one place that they were supposedly a collection company, and I kept saying, you have the wrong number. She doesn't live here. And they say, okay, well, I'll call back later. I'm like, she doesn't live here. It was so annoying. So I ended up unloading on those people later. But there was this day that they called. It was an IRS call. I think that was the first IRS call I'd ever gotten. And they actually named my husband and said there was a warrant out for his arrest.
I remember that
don't
one.
Make me angry
I think you wanted him to be arrested at work, and you at the gym or something like that.
Oh, I wasn't recording that one.
Oh, okay. The first one that you recorded, I watched that one not too long ago, and you wanted them to come arrest you at the gym.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't stop hanging out at the gym ever, obviously. Yeah, I didn't record that one. I hadn't started recording the conversations at that point, and yeah, I just exploded at them and said, I insulted them and said, you better learn English before you ever have a chance to scam me. And I was screaming at them, and he's like, Mom, you don't have to yell. I'm like, I'll yell if I want to. Like, I was so sick of them already, so sick of all the scam calls that were causing me misery because of my very difficult pregnancy. And after that, I said, I'm just going to use my skills now, and I'm going to declare war on them. And it made me feel a lot better. This is very satisfying going, okay, it's annoying that I had to go pick up the phone again. But yeah, anytime I ruin their day, I love it.
Yep, that's our goal, to ruin their day each day.
Yep. And the first call I recorded, I only posted it to my friends on Facebook for their amusement. And I wasn't even thinking at that point, I'm starting a YouTube channel. But a lot of them were very amused by it. And that was, I didn't even have a good camera for it. Like, it wasn't like a smartphone or anything. It was just a point and shoot camera. Mm-hmm. It's funny to look back at everything I had when I started. And so yeah, there was one conversation that was really funny, but I ran out of space, and then I just kind of had to recap later what happened. And then I realized, okay, well, I should probably get something halfway decent, and we were able to afford a tablet. I didn't actually get a smartphone until last summer, when my son, not last summer, but summer of 2020, when my son joined the Army. So yeah, it's been quite the journey.
So you just record them with your iPad, or?
Yeah, I had like a Samsung tablet, and then I looked back at that and realized, oh my gosh, that thing was like making a high-pitched noise, and I didn't even realize.
Oh my goodness.
They say when you start a YouTube channel to just start with what you have,
Right.
and it's true. A lot of people feel like they have to have professional camera and professional lighting and the whole deal. But recently, I don't know if you're familiar with Miranda Sings.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. There was a day where I decided to go back and look at her very first videos. And that's exactly what she did. She had terrible lighting, and it was just she just used a phone, and she was still developing her character. So her character early on wasn't really anything like it is today. And so I found that to be very inspiring, and I like that she left those up too. She didn't decide, oh, God, that was embarrassing back then. And
yeah. Well, I could see her doing that because I've only taken down one of mine so far, but there's several others that I'm thinking about. It's been 9 months. Let's scrap these and replace them with some better quality ones. But it does show a journey for sure, because when we first start, we have no clue what we're doing. Or at least I did it.
Yeah.
I took down 60
when I started,
like 2 weeks ago.
I didn't know how to edit at all. And YouTube had their built-in editing program. And I was able to figure that out, but it was so slow. It was, I don't even have a way to explain why it was so awful. But when they got rid of it, I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now? Because I have never used any sort of editing program ever. And so I did several free trials of things, and my son had gotten Vegas Pro. I could not figure that thing out.
Oh, wow.
Like I couldn't even figure out how to just
that is, you're ahead of us, or me.
And I tried a couple others, and if it just wasn't intuitive, I went, well, this probably isn't going to work. And I have like all of these recordings I'm making, but no way to edit it because I had to find something. And I finally found something called VideoPad, and they had lots of good tutorials, and it was just it's probably not the greatest software, but it was easiest for me to understand, and I got to start doing things like adding music in the background at times that I thought would be funny, and that sort of thing, or zooming in, or it became so much fun to me. Like I actually really like editing. I never imagined that it would be something that I would learn how to do.
Yeah.
And then I would watch all these videos on how to improve your channel, and there's this emphasis on making good thumbnails. I hate making the thumbnails.
Yeah, me too. I hate that too. I really hate that. I'm trying to I want to pay people to help me with that, but everybody's like, no, we don't want to. It's not worth the money to deal with trying to make your thumbnails because it is so annoying.
Well, I had an app on my tablet that I finally figured out. Like there were just some things that, oh, that's how you do that. That's how you cut out your head and stick it on something else. But then my tablet died, and then we got an iPad when Sabrina had to do kindergarten on Zoom. But then it didn't have that same app that I had figured out, and I was really bitter about it. So I finally found a new one and finally paid for the pro version this week because I decided, okay, this would be useful. But yeah, I feel like because I'm middle-aged, it just takes me so long to learn everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
are you still friends with the person from Microsoft that you were talking about?
What's that?
Are you still friends with your friend at Microsoft that was telling you it's good to waste their time?
Yeah, she doesn't work there anymore, but yeah, we're friends.
Okay. So that's the end of that conversation. I was just going to ask you if like how Microsoft is reacting, because that was, I mean, you had a channel for about what, 5 years now. So I would imagine it was back in the day. And nowadays, the tech scams are so prevalent. And I'm just wondering, like, what's going on in Microsoft? Are they chatting about this? And I just wanted an inside scoop because I thought you knew people there.
Oh,
That's all.
I know lots of people who work at Microsoft.
Do they talk about this? Like, does it drive them crazy that there's all these impersonators?
I haven't seen them talk about it much, but I can.
Gotcha. I would imagine.
I can ask my friends who still work there. But yeah, my friend, she said that she would go, oh, there's a virus. Do you need me to come in and help? And she's like, I have my badge. You want my badge number? Once they realized that she was a real Microsoft employee.
Yeah, that would be great. Any information would be good.
Thank you for calling Amazon Support. How can I help you?
Thank you so much. We got disconnected before. I was looking to talk to somebody that really knows what it's like to be a criminal. Somebody who doesn't care about hurting other people. Can you please take the time to talk to us?
Okay.
Okay, so...
Let me transfer the call to that department.
No, you're the criminal department, but thank you. You'll do. I mean, you have a good voice. Like, how long you been a criminal for? Did you always see yourself as an evil person?
Not really.
So, do you think you're doing this because you're poor and you want to get money and make other people poor, so it's okay? Like, what goes through your head every day?
Well, nothing actually.
Nothing goes through your head, so you're just kind of numb? Like, you know it's wrong to lie and hurt people, but you just do it and you're numb to the situation? Is that what you're saying?
No, but actually, you guys are more privileged than lots of us, so you can take better care of yourselves.
Oh, you're upset. I see you're upset. You don't want to admit that you're hurting people. You're going to blame us. Okay.
Well, I'm not blaming you.
Well, I mean,
I'm blaming you.
Your answer kind of insinuates that you think it's okay to do what you're doing because we're terrible people, which may be true. Some of us are terrible people. Doesn't give you the right.
Well, I didn't say that you were. I didn't say that you were terrible people.
So why do you do what you do then?
That you are a lot more fortunate than lots of people in the world, and even after being hurt, you can take care better.
So you're saying that your situation is worse than most, so you're doing what you have to do, and it's okay to hurt innocent people because you have a bad situation in life. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I'm not coming with a knife towards you and robbing you out in the street.
Yeah, but people have killed themselves because they've been Amazon scammed. Did you know that? Like, I mean, you take their last dollar, they can't feed their family. Some have killed themselves. So you're kind of, you may not be pulling the trigger, but, I mean, you're loading the gun.
Well, not actually. I don't think that
well,
I have...
It's true, though. Look it up online. You choose not to believe it, but that's true. That's a fact. People have killed themselves because you scam them.
But are you sure that it was me?
It wasn't you exactly, maybe. It could have been. But it's Amazon scammers.
But I'm sure that it wasn't me.
Oh, so you're just playing Russian roulette. Like, you'll hurt people, but as long as you're not killing them. But maybe you are killing them, but maybe it's not you that's really doing it. But you're still taking their money. And why is that okay? Why would it be okay if I took your money, if you weren't looking?
I know it's not okay. I know it's not okay.
So that's the first step. So why don't you change and do something else? I know plenty of people in New Delhi, in Sector 5, in Calcutta, that do other things.
Well, I'll try to do that, but, it takes time.
But
it's not that you can just straight away leave it.
Well, what would you do if this never existed in the first place? If it wasn't tolerated where you are, and it's hard to catch you, what would you be doing? I mean, you would have done something else, pushed a rickshaw or worked in a shop. Maybe you wouldn't have made the same amount of money, but you wouldn't be hurting people.
You're true about that.
I mean, there's only two ways out for you. I mean, the way that I see it, it's either you're just going to go to jail or somebody's going to kill you. It's a sad life, bro. I mean, you keep saying that you're going to try to leave, but you're going to be addicted. You're never going to find anything that pays as much as what you're doing. So you're going to stay until you get caught or somebody kills you. It's sad.
Well, I'll remember that. Thank you for your advice. And it was nice talking to you, but trust me, I'll try to be a better person, and I'll leave it as soon as I can.
Hey, I really do appreciate you taking the time, man. No one else ever takes the time to talk to me. They hang up, they tell me to go F my mom. You know, human to human. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Okay, and I'm really sorry for all these things.
Okay.
But don't worry, I'll try to be a better person.
Oh, bohat Donyevad. All right. Fermilinge.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning, each and everyone. Welcome to the Morning Scam Show with DJ Scams and TAGOW. Today, we're getting a phone call from Virginia. You've seen her supporting scambaiters all over YouTube. Go check out her Instagram. We will have links posted throughout the stream. She exposes these scammers left and right. Every 2 seconds there's a new scam she's exposing. Go check out her Instagram. Also, part of a conversation we had with Music is a Rainbow. Go check out Music is a Rainbow. If you do not know who that is, I don't know where you've been. Anyway, let's get into it. It's the Morning Scam Show. Wake up, each and everyone. Here we go.
All right, we are back, and Virginia is almost ready. She just needs a couple more minutes. Take, are you there? She just needs a couple more minutes. She's almost ready. But that was a really good conversation. Do you feel like he's going to change?
No, absolutely not. He's a scumbag. But when it was nice. I mean, I was just trying to be funny with all those conversations. I have about 100 calls like that over the last couple of weeks of just, hey, you got a couple of minutes? Tell me what it's like to be a criminal and hurt people. Click. He actually engaged me a little bit, so I had a conversation with him. And at that point, I thought all you could really do is just try to hit home, and maybe there's an inkling when he leaves in his mind, he'll think, okay, now I see that I'm hurting people. Probably not. But I guess at that point, why not take a chance and not rage and do nonsense?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just, you know, a lot of people could say, oh, well, they're not human, they're scumbags, blah, blah, blah. But at that moment, when it's just him and I on the phone, even though I don't believe him, and he was being condescending and saying, oh, okay, thank you for the advice, I'll be a better person, you never know. So all you can do at that point is look at it like it's just one human to another human on the phone, one person saying, look, bro, you're hurting people. You got to stop. And hopefully they'll change. But I would think he's not going to. I'm sure when he hung up with me, he scammed a poor, defenseless, elderly woman out of her last $500. That's just my guess.
I agree. Jonathan, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jonathan Prince. We really, really appreciate that.
What I missed?
Jonathan Prince gave us a super chat, so thank you so much.
Oh, what's up, Jonathan? Thank you.
Yeah. So Virginia will be ready in just a minute. She's almost home from her walk. But I totally agree with you. Like, and it kind of shows you the attitude of them, because he said to you that, like, basically we can afford to be scammed and we'll be fine. That's what he said. Like, he doesn't, a lot of the scammers, I feel like, don't understand the emotional, like, trauma that comes from being scammed, like we heard from Sarah the other day. And it is trauma,
right. That's what set me off. I was just raging, and instead of just trying to rage with curse words and the normal stuff that people know that I do, thank you so much. I'm a silly girl.
Thank you, Silly.
It has me fuming right now. It still does. I mean, this has to stop. And obviously the only thing we could do is waste our time, but there's only so much for what I do with nonsense that you could come up with. I mean, I always say that, and then the next thing you know, I'm on the phone and I'm talking about perverted kangaroos nipping at my doodle dash or whatever the hell I say. But I really just, if I could get one person to change, maybe that just saves somebody from losing their life savings.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I will do more of those type of calls now, but I'm still gonna, obviously curse and rage at these idiots because I'm just so angry. I don't know how people can be patient with them. Unless you're fishing for information and getting bank accounts and stuff like that. But I can't sit on the phone and be lied to for more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, and we know from the other lady that we talked to, who, her, that you were talking about earlier, her mother got her money back, but it still did a lot of damage to her. Like, she's, like, isolated herself. Like, there's emotional trauma that came from that experience, even though she got her money back. So it's just not all about the money, I mean, anytime someone feels violated, it damages them, like, in a way. And it does feel, Sarah said that the other day, that she felt violated, it's damaging. So I don't think that they realize that, or they just don't care. I'm sure some just don't care and some just don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And and what Betty just wrote in the chat, I mean, you save one scammer and 10 more take its place. Yeah, that's definitely true. But the way I look at things is there would be 11 scammers. I mean, they're growing like cockroaches over there for people that are waiting to get these jobs. I mean, they're all over the Indeed over there and all the job boards, tech support. I mean, it's so prevalent in these areas. That all you can do is one at a time.
Absolutely. And I mean, recovering a scammer might not stop the overall problems with scams, but it does kind of help one person. I understand that the person that we're helping, by stopping them from scamming, it's not somebody that most people want to help because they want to help the victim. But getting that, I mean, this lifestyle obviously has damaging consequences to them too. And I understand that they're doing that's their choice and it's a consequence of doing something negative. But it's like saying, okay, like somebody is a habitual drug addict. Like, there's a lot of consequences that come from that, but we still want to help them out of it, right? So by helping this person, we're still helping someone. I understand that people don't want to help them, but we are still helping someone out of a destructive lifestyle into a better lifestyle, even though it's not stopping the problem of scamming.
People change.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think 99% of the people that we talk to are ever going to change, unfortunately. Like I was saying, that guy, it's either, you die or go to jail. it's people change, though. I mean, you can see stories from counselors that were in gangs. They were gangbangers in the Crips or the Bloods, and they became a counselor, and their job is to try to talk to the gangs of LA or wherever they are and try to get them to see that there's a different way. And you know what? They can't reach 99% of the gang members, but they do make a difference with one of them. And, you know, what are we going to do? Just give up?
Right.
You know, and not that we're above anyone and we're not counselors, but you know, we're kind of involved in this, and we know a lot more about what's going on over there than the average citizen.
Right.
So if we can motivate somebody and just drop in their mind to look at it a different way, that they're hurting them, you know, emotionally, financially, maybe they walk away and they're walking home and they're thinking, oh, you know what, that person, that goofy idiot on the phone was right. That's all you can hope for.
I totally agree. So, that's another way to look at it. So, you know, and hopefully I'm hoping with the nonprofit, so like the way that, like right now, the way I'm kind of approaching the nonprofit is just basically one at a time. So, I like pulled all the data from North Carolina to kind of see where the major, like, according to the BBB, which I know not everything gets reported there. A lot of stuff doesn't, but that's the easiest data I have to access. I looked at all the scams in North Carolina. I picked that state because I live close by. I can kind of drive there and do some stuff there. And so I'm hoping that we can just start with North Carolina and just reduce some of their numbers of scams through education and awareness and talking to people and stuff like that. And if we just start little by that, like we just start with one state and we can reduce it, then we can move on to another state. And then in 5 years, hopefully we've reduced the overall number. So that's kind of the approach that that I've been doing with that. And believe it or not, does anyone want to take a guess for the number one scam in North Carolina for the month of April? Where people lost money. I only looked at where people actually lost money. There's a lot of scams reported for like, you know, where there was no money lost. But anybody want to take a guess? I know there's a 30-second delay or whatever till you hear this question.
Parking tickets.
Yeah, that's a good one. While we wait for
the local governments are scamming the people that are looking for spots downtown.
Yeah.
We have that in New York too. It's a scam.
Yep. Good point. That was a good filler too while we wait for the delay on the stream. But yeah, what do you think is the number one way that people got scammed? Okay, they're starting to answer. Romance, Norton or Amazon, gift cards, tech support, PCH. Yeah, those are all super good guesses. But no, the number one scam was pet scam, where people paid for a pet and it was just a scam. So that was the number one way. There was like thousands and thousands of dollars lost to pet scams. So I'm going to be making a informational post, trying to share it to North Carolina people, talk to North Carolina people about pet scams, see if we can reduce that. Look up some of the websites that they got the scams from, got the pets from, you know, and just try to focus on pet scams in North Carolina. If we can reduce that, we've reduced the number of scams. I know it won't be like life altering, where the problem of scams is stopped, but it's just a way to start, you know? Right. PSA. Exactly.
Is it? I mean, that's a dollar amount, right? It's not the actual, like, there weren't more people that succumbed to pet scams than, say, Amazon scams. It was just because the dollar amount was higher.
No, there was more people. Like, all the people that reported the text, not all of them, but a large majority of people that reported text scams didn't actually fall for it. Do you see what I mean? Like, they weren't actually scammed. They recognized that it was a scam, Yeah, they recognized that it was a scam and they reported it to the BBB. But the number of people that fell for the scam was pet scams and also website. What I just am calling, I don't know what to call it, website scams, where they're buying stuff off of fake websites, like I was talking about earlier. Those were the two biggest ones. Most of the tech support ones, people didn't actually fall for it. They just said like, oh, this person is a scammer, and they reported it to the BBB, you know? So,
It's good news in that aspect anyway.
yeah, at least for this one state for that 1 month. I looked at the entire month of
Do you
April.
have a dollar amount?
Yeah, I sure do. Hold on, let me look. I got everything. I spent a lot of time analyzing my data, and my real nerdy self enjoyed it. Like,
I was getting a haircut not too long ago, and the girl was telling me she paid $1,500 and drove all the way to Buffalo from where I am in New York, which is a long drive. You're talking, I mean, you can almost fly to California in the time it takes to get from where I am to Buffalo. And she was going up there to pick up a puppy, and of course there was no one there, and I forgot how I don't know how she paid. I forgot if it was gift cards or Cash App, or I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely a pet scam off of Craigslist.
Yeah. So, dollar amount, the pet scam was one, and then there was one person that fell for a celebrity imposter. But it was only one person. So there was 13 people that lost over, like around $1,200 to website scams. And then there was 15 people for a total of $7,000 that lost money for pet scams. One for a celebrity imposter for $5,000. 4 people for the government imposter for $600. There's a few like loan scams for $800. And then there was stuff like so-and-so didn't give me my, like I requested a refund for a product, like they received the product and then they tried to return it and they didn't get the refund. I didn't really count that as a scam. I think that's more like bad business. I don't know if that's right, but they actually did pay for a product. They got the product and then they weren't able to return it. I didn't put that in the category of scam. I just put it as real bad business practices.
It's $7,000 is the total, right?
For everything or for pets?
For pets.
Yeah, 7,000.
Right. And I mean, that's horrible that happened, but I'm very happy that there wasn't $100,000 going to tech support scams, because those people can clear you out of $40,000. Right. I mean, how many times do they try to send you to the bank or somebody to the bank? And I know it's a big country and you have and that's a little state, but I mean, it's not that little. There's a lot of people that live in there. I mean, maybe a lot of stuff didn't get reported. I just find it hard to believe that Amazon or Norton or Geek Squad or Microsoft, those idiots, didn't make more than $7,000.
Well, I have a theory about that. It's just a theory. But my theory is that, let's say you get scammed by Norton. You're probably not going to report it to the BBB because you don't think you realize it's not a real company. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like most of the people that report to the BBB are ones that they thought were dealing with companies, like real companies. I just think that a lot of those ones aren't getting reported to the BBB. That's my theory.
That's true. Right, and PJ makes an excellent point. A lot of those people don't even know that they were scammed.
Right. Yeah. I do think, though, overall, there's a lot more... I mean, I could be wrong about this. This is, again, a theory opinion, not fact. That people are a lot more aware nowadays of those kinds of company scams than they used to be. However, when someone falls for it, they usually fall for it big. Like you're saying, because, I mean, the scammers try to get $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 from me. you know? So it's like they're either not falling for it at all or it's big, generally speaking, I think. So, and also there wasn't a whole lot of Facebook scams reported. So again, I think those are just not going reported to the BBB because when most people think of the BBB, they think of it as a place to report bad business practices. So, person on Facebook isn't a business, so it's not getting reported there. Whether it's getting reported other places, I don't know. It's just hard to access that data. Like the FTC, I don't know how to get data from them. You know what I mean? Without requesting.
Will you be able to see this every month?
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to
curious.
keep up. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with it every month because I spent hours collecting all that, and I looked at every single complaint to the BBB in North Carolina, like read it carefully and researched it. So I might not be able to do that all the time, but I will be doing it sometimes to get some ideas on the education that we need to do. Just try to start with 1 or 2 scams at once, reduce those, and in 5 years we will have made a big difference, I think. That's the goal. If I can have enough finances to continue the nonprofit, you know?
Right.
So that's what I'm hoping. So yeah, we will be working on, I think we're going to try to set up a Kickstarter for the hotline. That's like a place where people can basically contribute to idea. That way we can try to get the hotline going soon, and that'll help too. And like I said, the website will be ready hopefully by the end of the week. So, if anybody is like interested in this kind of stuff, especially if you live in North Carolina or close to North Carolina, thank you, Scammer Takeout. That would be awesome. And you'd like to help in the pet scam website and other campaign, let me know. Because we could really get you involved in like some community things where you could either teach, or you could set up an appointment for a group for me to come teach in North Carolina. So let me know if there's anybody there. You know, we'll work together. We'll spend a month or so on North Carolina, and then we'll move on to another state. Morning, Ivan. So what do you think, Take? You think it's like a good campaign that will work, or do you think there's better ways we could be doing it?
I mean, it's always a good idea. Hopefully it works out fine. You put a lot of work into this. You've learned how to do basically everything that you didn't know anything about. That it's up and running and that there's an organization to help people is amazing. So if it doesn't work, we just change it.
The same with streaming. I had no clue how to stream, so it's just probably emails, New Moon. I'm really sorry about that. I will definitely try harder. I'm sorry about the correspondence. Yeah, that's true, TAGOW. You order lots of pets from Scamazon.
Yeah. I'd like to see if anybody got scammed trying to buy a giraffe or any kind of exotic animals that they're not supposed to have, or if it was mainly just puppies and things like that.
Yeah, it was puppies. All of them were No, there was one like cat, like a Persian cat or something, and the rest were puppies.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's always, I would think, high-end cats or puppies.
Yeah, and I think Kit Boga did a really good video on puppies. I need to pull that one up on like a puppy scam. I was gonna look for that and share it too. I remember vaguely. So
I know in Chinatown there's a guy that sells monkeys. Did I ever tell you that?
No. Sounds scary though.
It's illegal, but but it's legit. I mean, you pay and you actually get a monkey. But you need a license for a monkey. You can't just go to buy a monkey. But this guy, he was selling fireworks and Coach knockoff bags and some makeup and some knockoff Movado watches and monkeys.
Oh, okay, cool, New Moon. I'll look for pierogies too and share both of them because, you know, that's why it's all about, you know, education. I don't care if they get more views. I just want to learn that. I'm scared of monkeys because not that gorillas are monkeys, because gorillas are apes, but I was friends with the guy that worked at the zoo that handled the gorillas, and I went into the cage with the gorilla, and it was like seriously terrifying.
The problem is I don't drive. I mean, I was actually going to do it. I was like, it would be cool to own a little monkey. This was about 10 years ago, and, you know, I was living in upstate, and you take the train right into the city. I don't drive in Manhattan. And then you can't just go in there and get a monkey and then come back with a monkey on the train. People tend to notice things like that.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I was stupid. I couldn't have a monkey. I don't know what I was thinking. But
no. You would get so annoyed.
But to have a monkey,
leave it all day.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fun on TV. They make it look fun, but I mean, they'll go nuts.
They make a lot of stuff look fun on TV. That's not actually fun.
There's a good thing on YouTube. It's like a car commercial. I think it's Chevy, or they put out a bunch of commercials, and it's the trunk monkey. And you just like you push the button, and then the monkey comes out, and it, like if there's like a commercial where the guy and the woman are on the way to the hospital, and she's ready to deliver, you know, have her baby, and then all of a sudden he's not going to make it, so he presses the trunk monkey, and the monkey gets out of the car, and he's wearing this little doctor's coat and a stethoscope, and he delivers the baby. It's the trunk monkey. You have to go check out that video.
Yeah, I think
what up,
they
Virginia?
sent them to me. That's so funny. Hey, Virginia, welcome.
But I used to work in the mall, and when I had my store, the Bangladesh guy who I became friends with, he'd say, "Oh, you got to get Monkey. Monkey take care of everything. You don't even need to come to work. Monkey take care of everything." And I always remembered that.
No problem, Virginia. So I actually have a video about email scams. It's just a couple minutes. So let's watch that. And then when we come back, we'll definitely have Virginia on the line. Sound good, Take?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Ultimate Tech Hub. On today's episode, we're going to talk about email scams. I want to show you how to spot these scams and how to avoid them. Let's take a look at a few examples. So let's first take a look at my junk folder. I have set my inbox to receive emails only from my contact list. Everything else goes to my junk folder. With most email programs, you can set your inbox to receive emails only from contacts. So do that right away. So let's see if we can spot some email scams. So this one's a pretty popular scam. I get these quite a bit. The email will say, "Congratulations, you won some money," or a gift card. This one says, "Act quickly." Let's look at another email. This one is from UPS. Now this could be a real email from UPS, or it could be a scam. I'll have to dig further to find out. And there's a Walmart email. This one looks a lot like Amazon. Let's look further down to find a different type of scam. Now this one is definitely a scam. Now this is your typical old school Nigerian scam. If you see something like this, delete it right away. And the last example looks like it's a Netflix email scam. It appears they want me to update my billing information for my Netflix account. So now we see some examples of email scams or potential email scams. Let's go through each individual email in detail. The first email scam is Amazon Notice. This email has a huge red flag on it. Look at the email address from where it's sent from, and it's not from Amazon. The next email is the UPS email. Now this one could be real because they do have my username in this email. But whatever you do, do not click on this email. Go to ups.com and log in with your username and password. And if there's an issue, there will be a message on that website. So one of the biggest scams is the Nigerian scam. And these scams are super easy to spot. This email will say something like, someone has died and left you a bunch of money. Usually it's going to be in the millions. And it will say, please contact me to get your money. Whatever you do, do not contact them. You want to mark this email as a phishing scam. Block the email and delete it. And the last email scam is the Netflix scam. I get the same email about once a week. And the funny thing is, I do not have a Netflix account. But the scam is, you click on the link in the email to update your billing information, your name, address, credit card, and now the scammer has everything they need to charge your credit card. If you think you need to update your Netflix information, go to netflix.com and log in to see if that's correct. But this is definitely a scam. Like this Netflix scam, there are a multitude of different companies using the same scam. I get PayPal scams, Amazon scams, eBay scams, a multitude of bank scams, mostly from banks that I don't even bank at. There's Western Union scams, Sam's Club or Walmart scams, or Costco scams. So remember, if it's too good to be true, then it's definitely a scam. And a couple more things. If the email says something like urgent, act now, final notice, the use of these words plays on your emotions. The emailer wants you to act quickly without thinking. And this is definitely a scam. And for some reason you think it's not a scam, just look at the email from where it came from, the sender's email address. If the email is from Amazon, but the email address from the sender is not from Amazon, that's a huge red flag. It's definitely a scam. So guys, I hope this video helps you spot and avoid email scams. I want to thank you for watching, and remember, if you like these videos, give a thumbs up and share it. If you love them, hit subscribe. It's completely free.
Okay, everyone, we're back with Virginia. Thank you so much for Virginia for joining us.
You're welcome. Good morning, everybody.
So
Hope you guys are all enjoying your day.
Yeah, thank you. So you were just saying a lot of good stuff, and I don't want anyone to miss it. So let's kind of start over because you were just saying some really awesome information. So tell us a little bit about what you the main kind of scams that you bait and how you got started.
I do the romance in Instagram, the romance scams. So what I do is, it's been about maybe about a year ago, a year and a half ago, when I joined the Discord, the scam baiting, all the scam baiters that I've seen and stuff. And I believe that back in my days, I did have an Instagram, and I did see a lot. You do believe a lot of the stuff is really true, how these people can manipulate you and stuff. But I started off my profile about a year and a half ago. Like me and Dale are really good friends. I told him that, what did he think about it if I would do that? And he told me, go girl, go do it. So I decided I did come up with and like the game Among Us is my best game. I love that game.
Yeah,
I decided to make that my profile name. And now I go out there and I just look for all these profiles.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how can people tell from like being on Instagram if it's a scammer or not?
It's really difficult. Like I've been doing it for so long, and the thing is when you it's hard to really tell but I always tell everybody, look at who they're following. Look at their followers. Look at who's following you. Be aware of like their dates that they're posting. There's nobody that posts 20, 30 posts a day. Be careful on, to me, number one is protecting your account. I think your account should automatically be private where nobody can get in it. Because it ain't only about the money that the scammers are after. They're also after your pictures. They want your pictures that they can also go out and scam other people.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, they don't just, look at your pictures and say, oh, this is the person I'm going to scam out of millions of dollars. No, they also look at the pictures that they can use in their other stories to scam other people.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense now. That's where Brandon, the scammer that we had on this morning, who is about 20 years old probably, and that's why he has a picture of a man in his 60s as his profile picture.
Yes, and the thing is that they're getting smarter now because now they're not wanting to use militaries, navies, because it's a lot easier to report those. The thing is now they're stealing like real people's pictures, and it's like getting harder to find them.
Yeah.
So the more people that have their profiles to steal their pictures, those are the ones they're using, and so they look more legit. And I would like to tell a lot of people, put your profiles on private. Don't let people, just anybody, into your profiles, because these scammers are looking for pictures to make their stories.
And when I'm on Instagram, and I don't go on a lot, but I guess when I go on there, I mean, there's a lot that you find every day. I mean, I think that you're just always working. And I was just telling CJ about this. It's like, I mean, it's almost like every other picture in my feed, it's another scam. And I mean, I can't even keep up with all your work sometimes. I mean, do you find like you're just busier than you used to be, or have you always been this busy?
I find myself more now because what happens is when I get those pictures taken down, well, they're instead of taking one, I take one down, they're coming up with 3, 4, 5 more pages, profiles. So it is a lot harder. The thing is now is what I did is I quit my job for this.
Wow.
Hate to say, but I did.
That's
because
amazing.
I think,
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
The
a
reason
hero.
the people on Instagram actually really don't know what goes on there. They just think it's easy to just have their profiles not protected and think that there's not people out there looking. These scammers are looking for anything to get themselves into your profile.
Right.
They need these pictures really bad. So people need to learn to shut down their stuff, because once a scammer gets a hold of you, they're going to get you out of Instagram and they're going to take you to Telegram, Hangouts, WhatsApp, because they don't want their profiles taken down. Because once their profiles are once their profiles are taken down, it's not that easy for them to just come back in and put up another profile. So if they, and all their losers, all their people that they're following, it's very important for them to have them up. So for us, it's very important for us to get them down too, because for them to start all over, it ain't that easy.
Right.
So, how long does it take when I come across your pictures of your handiwork there, and I see scam across it? Is that getting taken down right then, or do you do that just because you're having trouble getting it to be taken down? So at least you're warning people.
They don't go down that fast. I put it up that people that are following me and stuff that can help me also get it down, because I think the more reported, the faster it gets down. And I think, as much as there is scammers, I think each and every one of us are scambaiters that are in the chat. I think if each one would just go out in and, like I said, be safe about it, come up with the name, use your text now, and get yourself in there. Don't be scared. Get yourself in there and spread the word, because these scammers are not going anywhere. And I think I think if we all do our part, I think the word would get out there.
Absolutely.
Right.
I wonder.
And it's funny that you mentioned hangouts, because I'm actually dealing with a half-naked, scantily clad single girl from New York who speaks very broken English. Will not talk to me on phone or text, but says hangouts.
You want me to tell you why they go to Hangouts?
Yeah, please, because I never heard of Hangouts. I was just telling CJ before how stupid I am with this new technology. I mean, we're talking and oh, you're from New York? I'm from New York. Do you have Hangouts? That person said, and I said, I don't really have any Hangouts because I just moved here. And then they said, no, it's a thing on. But I've asked for their phone number numerous times, over and over and over again. And it's all back to Hangouts. So yes, please tell me, for people like me that don't know what that is and why.
The Hangouts is to actually get them out of the Instagram that, like I told you, that their profiles don't go down. But it's actually to isolate them from their Instagram, that nobody else can, that they don't know if they're scammers. That's where they end up making their move on, more easier to connect with them, more easier for them to fall for the scam, easier to steal their pictures, easier to do whatever they want with them, because they try to get them off the Instagram. If you love me enough, you'll leave your Instagram. I don't want you to date nobody else. Somebody might steal you from me. And so what happens is a lot of them leave their Instagram, so they actually don't know that they are a scam.
Right.
And so they end up, and it's easier for them to get the money from there.
Mm-hmm.
The gift card,
I'll have to send you screenshots of the DMs and also the profile if it's still up. I haven't checked my Instagram in a little bit, but it's just so annoying. I mean, it's calling me dear in the first couple seconds. To like, who says dear?
I
and
do.
Then to
and Raz does. Me and Raz say it.
Oh no,
yeah, but after you know somebody, and I mean, you don't say. And then 4 sentences down, just very blatant, specific things. You could tell it's a scam. And I know it's a family show, so I won't go into all the details, but
it is.
I just want Virginia to see it.
The thing is I have, I really didn't want to mention this, but I'm going to mention it. I have another profile, and the reason I'm able to get a lot of these scammers is because I have another profile that I have as a grandma that that's who they attack, are the grandma. So I have another profile that I'm a grandma. So that's where I come up with my Hangouts and my WhatsApp. I'm also in a WhatsApp where they love me to death, and they want the gift cards, and that's where I get my bank accounts. I get between 4 or 5 bank accounts. I want to thank Deborah and Boo Boo. They are awesome. I report the bank accounts to them, and they do whatever they're going to do with them.
Good.
So yeah, I get like 4 bank accounts pretty much every day.
Wow.
Wow.
That much? Wow.
I get New York accounts. I get Missouri accounts. And we know their money meals. So it's crazy that Instagram is that bad. It really is.
Right.
It's really, really.
And I had no idea you were that deep into it. I mean, from just posting scam profiles to getting bank accounts. I mean, in quitting your job, you're really you're full time against these idiots.
Yeah, Dale helped me a lot. At first, I didn't know about the grandma part, and I asked him about it. He helped me actually how to set it up. Dale.
Oh, I think I heard of him.
He's joking.
Yeah.
We definitely know Deo. And he's in chat.
That's the guy that was on our show with all the kids.
Yeah.
What's up, Deo?
So he helped me with the grandma situation on how to set it up and stuff. And so he's been my help for this whole time that I have joined the Discord. He's helped me a lot through a lot of things, and I always get his advice before I do something. So yeah, I talked to Dale about that. So I'm also a grandma on there, and you'll be surprised how fast they want to move you to Hangout and WhatsApp. They're in love with you the first minute you give them attention. If they text you in the DMs hi and you answer back, they will definitely right away. Oh, I love you and I loved your profile. And do you think we could go to Hangouts? Do you have it? I go, no, show me how to do it. And well, you're a 70-year-old woman, But Instagram is very dangerous. It's crazy how you're in it, but you really don't see, and there's so much in there, so much that goes on.
And Kay is asking where they get all these stolen accounts. Do you agree that you think that a lot of them just come from other victims?
I do believe that's what I'm saying. People that leave their profiles open, they're stealing their pictures. So the pictures that they're stealing, they're using them towards whoever else they're scamming to make it. I have a son. My wife died, so they're looking for a picture with the son, and they have to, and then when you actually think about it, it ain't only just one scammer. It's a few scammers all together to manipulate these women and get them where they need them.
It's terrible. But they do it to men too, it sounds like. I mean, do they know you're a man when... You said you had a woman contacting you and you're a man.
It's a man. I think it's a man that's contacting me under the disguise of a very scantily clad woman who lives down the street from me. Yet, they don't want to meet. They just want to do Google Hangouts or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on Instagram. I wish people that I've met on there and stuff, I tell them, shut down, put your stuff on private. Don't let people into your stuff, into your private. That's like your private life, and people leave their stuff open, so they're stealing their pictures. And I've noticed now that, like I tell you, they're not using so much military profiles, the Navy profiles, because I think now they're seeing that they're getting attacked more, because there's quite a bit of scambaiters on there, and that really help take these things down. But they're getting so smart that they're using other people's pictures. So you're not able to say, is that an actual scammer, until you actually get into it and start making conversations with them to actually, let's see if he's going to ask me for money. Or I'll video chat some of them that I'm not sure, and I'll tell them, I'll put their profile on, and then they'll text me, I'm not a scammer, and can you prove to me you're not a scammer? And I've had a few that will video chat me and, no, you're a scammer, or you're not a scammer, Yeah. And then if I am talking to them and they are a scammer, well, I'll take the Snapchat and then I'll post it. Yeah, you're a scammer.
Interesting. So PJ asked, are you ever able to contact the real people behind the pictures?
You really can't contact them because they don't answer you, but I have tried it. They don't answer you, and I think because they're a victim just as well as the person who's they're victims just as well. So because people tell me, can you prove to me that they're real? And I tell them, I'll show them like the fake one, and then I'll show them the real one, because I'll go look for the real one. There's times you can find the real one, and there's times you can't, because it just depends whose pictures they're using. But I don't like to post the real one, because I think they're just as innocent. And I don't want it's people tell me that I should do that, and I tell them that it's not fair to them either. You know, they're victims also.
Yeah, for sure. And there's probably not a whole lot they can do except report the account, which it seems like on Facebook, it's easier for the actual person to report that account than a third party, at least from what I've been told. So at least they can report the account if someone else uses the pictures. But other than that, there's not a whole much they can do except, like you're saying, learn to make it private, that they should make it private.
They should, because like now there's a lot of them that have gotten scammed, and now they go out and they're looking for their own people that they have gotten scammed, and they want to go look for the real person and tell them that their pictures are being used, and I'm like, you guys can't do that. They're victims also, you know. They don't have fault. They don't have fault of that. These people are stealing their pictures.
Yeah, for sure.
But
most of the ones that you report and that you post, do they get taken down eventually, or are there any that you've just tried and they don't ever get taken down?
They do get taken down. A lot of them do get taken down, or a lot of them know that they're not going to get nowhere, because I'll go into their profiles and I'll go picture per picture per picture, scam. That if I'm going to let everybody know that this is a scam, and sometimes I'll post it, or sometimes I won't, and I'll just go through all their pages, and this is a scam, stolen pictures, be careful, never give money, gift cards, your personal information. Please don't go to Hangouts, WhatsApp. Don't give money to anybody you've never met. You know?
Absolutely.
I tell them, if they ask you for money, it's a scam. If they ask you for a bank account, it's a scam. It's pretty crazy in the Instagram place that you don't think it's bad. It's a really horrible place for these older people.
It's really terrible that that's the people they prey on. Like, it's just disgusting. Really disgusting.
It is, because when Dale put me the idea that I put the old lady, you would be amazed how I think I have more followers on my that page than I do on my scammers page profile.
God. How disgusting. And it's all like scammers pretty much, because it's not a real person. It's not like you have family there. So
yeah. No, they're all scammers. You know what's even the sad part right now that I'm noticing in there? Some of the scammers are putting up their own profiles now, and they're using their own profiles to scam also.
Oh my gosh, really? I noticed that on Facebook, actually. I actually noticed that on Facebook. I wondered if it was so that they would have the potential to video call, if they just was upfront about what they look like. I wondered if that was why.
Well, I told there was a scammer that got a hold of me on the DM, and I told him, why do you steal other people's pictures? I told him, are you that embarrassed of who you look like? I go, you should be proud of what you look like, at least. You know, if a girl likes you, she's going to like you for what she sees. You know who you are. I go, but for you to go steal somebody else's picture and think it's okay that you can scam with somebody else's picture, I told him, that's bad. And you know how they come up with their curse words, and I'm going to kill you. And I'm like, okay, you calm down, you know, and
calm down.
You calm down.
I like that. That needs to be a t-shirt.
Yeah, we should put that in our non-existent merch store.
You calm down.
Yeah, I always have that habit of talking. You calm down. There's no, calm down.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking that the scammers that have been reaching out to me on Instagram, they probably never even watched one of my videos or looked at my profile, because the only pictures I have on there are pictures that say TAGOW Media Scam Pranks. So unless that they're trying to flip the script and make it like they're not scammers. And if they were, why would they, attack somebody who baits scammers and makes prank phone calls to scammers? Who knows? But I mean, they're not getting my pictures unless they want to say TAGOW media scam pranks. I could use the publicity, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I posted a lot of well, I was so excited. I seen that one of the persons that did get scammed, he joined the Trilogy Media Discord, and I texted him yesterday and I told him, "Oh, I seen that you joined the Trilogy Media." He goes, "Well, which one are you?" I go, "No, it doesn't matter which one I am." I go, "I'm proud of you." I go, I told him, "Now you decided to become a scam baiter." I go, "And spread the news about these scammers." I go, "And I wish you luck," because I think as much as that, like I said, as much as that there's scammers, I think there's a lot of us as scam baiters. Each and everyone that's in the chat is a scam baiter, and I think if each one of us go out there and you're on a platform, who cares? If you see a scammer, put it on your post and put, "This is a scammer," that your family members know, your friends know, people that follow you know. Post it. Post it. Because
Very
if you
true.
don't post, nobody knows.
Yeah.
And some people, like there was a lady that was on Instagram. She got really upset, and I seen that there was a bunch of scammers following her, and I messaged on one of the pages that don't ever give money, give cards, your personal information. Please don't ever leave the platform and go to Hangouts or WhatsApp or Telegram. And she was pretty mad. And I figured I don't care if you're mad. I'm going to spread what I need to do, and this is my job, and I'm going to let everybody know that you're a scam, and I don't care who you are. And you shouldn't care what anybody thinks or says. I think you need to spread it, and you need to let people know that this profile is a scam.
Right. So
and I think if everybody would go out there and do that, I think the word would get spreaded more.
Yeah, that's a great point. Great point. If you can do it safely, it does take some kind of, like, it can be hard mentally. I know sometimes it's hard mentally to talk to these people. So like, I don't recommend that everybody engage them. That's for each person to decide if they can, because sometimes engaging them is difficult.
I was scared for a long time, and Dale, I tell you, Dale is my, I don't know. I love Dale so much that he's my helper. Everybody, please go follow Dale. He's awesome. He helps me a lot. He's helped me a lot through a lot of things that,
Yeah.
Go get a VPN. Make sure you have the best protection ever. Get a text now. He shows me how to. He has showed me a lot in the scam baiting world, and I love all of you guys. Everybody does a good job, and I just think if you can put yourself out there and spread the word, I think it would be awesome, and we can fight against these scammers, because I think we are throwing a dent in the Instagram.
Yeah.
I think we really are, because you should see how much profiles go down and how much come back up. But by the time they come back up, they're going back down again, and they're so mad. They're mad. I get messages all the time, and they're really mad.
Dude, that's good. You frustrate them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely.
And that's all you can do, really, at this point. I mean, it's like a war. That's the way I look at it. There's like little battles, and wasting their time right now, and getting information sometimes is the best thing that we can do. And yeah, they're going to come back, and then you just keep fighting harder, and then there's more of us. There's more people that are aware of it, and eventually, the more people that know about it, the less people that'll be scammed.
I just think if you're in the platforms, and I think you're not sure, video chat. If you think they can't video chat, then delete and block. If you can't video chat or actually talk, be aware on your surroundings of when you're on there. When did they post? their picture. How many pictures do they post a day? Where are you from? Actually look, or what's your temperature there? Can you, actually be aware of who you're actually talking to.
Right. Absolutely. So we're almost out of time. We just have a few more minutes, but can you tell us a little bit about TikTok? Like, what's it like there on TikTok? Like, does it work differently than Instagram, or is it the same?
I find TikTok a little bit more difficult because the thing in TikTok, there's actual videos. People are actual live, and they're stealing those videos and they're using them as their self. So people are going to believe that it's actually them.
Mm-hmm.
And like I got a message the other day where there's this person that I follow, and whoever it was sent me a message under the same name, but you know how they changed their little profiles a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, how are you? Do you think we can chat on Telegram? And I told them, yeah, we can chat on Telegram. So we're on Telegram now and we're chatting, but I know it's a scam. The thing is, but if that person would message somebody thinking it's real, they're going to fall for it. The videos look real. Go to TikTok and it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to start getting involved in TikTok a little bit more.
I wish people would post more there about the scambaiters for the reason of I think people are actually going to fall for it more in TikTok.
Yep. Yeah, Dan Gleeballs is a big TikToker, and he was telling me to join. So I actually, TikToker, is that a word? Do people say that? I'm a TikToker.
Yeah, you need. I think most scambaiters should do that. That would be an amazing thing for you to get on there and like spread your more videos there, because I think there's so much of us in the Instagram that I think we are making a big difference there. Maybe not a huge, but I see a lot of profiles going down, and I think they're having a hard time making new profiles and getting all these people to follow them. Because once your profile goes down, you have to start over. So it's more difficult there. But I think in the TikTok area, a lot of the videos are live, so they're able to steal those, and people are going to believe they're real.
Right. Yeah. And there's a way that I would be able to post a 3-minute prank phone call, though, right? It doesn't need to be live, does it?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, you could post videos. I think you should get a hold of Dale. Dale knows more about that.
All right, Dale, give me a call.
Dale, give him a call.
Yeah.
And then, so, yeah, I'll be a TikToker.
Yeah.
I've been a MySpacer. I've been a Facebooker. You could be anything with an ER at the end.
Yeah, that's so true.
But what I wanted to ask before we got to go, and yeah, we got to leave pretty soon, just because I have a hospital situation I have to get to for tomorrow, and I need to prep. And I won't go into detail, but I think today's pretty much just getting ready for tomorrow for me. But I did want you to take some time, and if we have to run late, that's fine because it's important. You have victims reach out to you, right? And I think before we got on, you were talking about a victim, and I mean, does that happen a lot?
Yes. I don't have one. I have like 20 victims right now that I talk to and chat to.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That's a lot.
So you're right.
So hard to keep up with all of them. It's hard to keep up with all of them.
And what's the most money that somebody has lost to these thugs? In your eyes? $80,000.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
American money, not rupee.
American money. No, not rupees. $80,000.
Romance scam.
Romance scam.
Oh my God, that's horrible. That's so horrible.
Yeah, she's a 72-year-old woman. She talks to me all the time. She thinks I'm a boy, so she calls me her grandson. And she she wanted to take her life, I guess, when this happened. And so now she really talks to me a lot, and I tell her, they're not worth it. They're not. You need to be strong. And we talk a lot. She thinks I'm a boy, so she calls me her grandson, and I don't let her know that I'm a girl because it doesn't matter. Like, because she'll tell me, well, what's your name that I could call you by your name? And I told her, well, my name is there. I'm Scammers Among Us. I don't like to give my name. I don't give them nothing about me if I'm a girl or if I'm a boy. I don't let them know who I am or nothing.
Yeah.
With any of the victims, so they don't really know who they're chatting with.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable. But that's so awesome that you support them anyway. Like, we really appreciate that. And if any of them wants to share their story, like, you can always invite them to come on our show. We'll give them that platform, like, if they would like to share,
I've tried. The thing with victims, I think, it's a whole different concept. It's a whole different concept of being a victim. It ain't,
Right.
They have a lot of emotional going on right now. I have one that's really, I have one really that's really emotional right now, that she just can't believe that, this is happening to her. I have one right now that she's going through a money meal. Now she's talking to one, which I can't get her to not believe me. And this scammer is sending her boxes, and he sends her stuff through the mail, and then she's shipping them off to different places. And I tell her that's a money mule. So there's another scam. I don't know if she's a scam baiter, but there's another person on the Instagram that is helping me look for the real person that I can show her that he's not real. But this person is very hard to find. Some of them are hard to find. The real profile.
Romance?
And this is a romance scam.
Yeah, that's tough, because you got to sell somebody. It's almost like tough love. I mean, you don't want to, rain on their parade, and they think they finally found somebody. It's just so many emotions are involved. I mean, these scammers play on their emotions, and they get people when they're right. They get them at their most vulnerable, and it's sickening. But it's definitely, it's not like a financial thing. I mean, yeah, you have to deal with that later on, obviously, but the thoughts of not being alone, and then you finally found the right one, and the trusting that you're not going to trust anymore, and like you said, the person saying, why is this happening to me? The feelings of guilt and shame and everything that comes along with it. I mean, these people need to be put down.
They do. I have a girl that she calls me even on there, and she cries so much because she doesn't believe that she believes he's real. She doesn't want to let go.
Terrible.
And I tell her, block him and leave it. You got to let go. And she's just to the point where she doesn't want to let go.
Yeah, it's sad.
And she's still sending the gift cards, and and it's hard to get to her to tell her, he's not real. He's not real. And she wants proof that he's not real. And how do you do that?
Yeah.
You could give her the real profile. You can give her, it's slapping her in the face, and she's just not believing he's not real. To her, he's real, and he's real. So everything that I post, I guess it's just not sinking in. And so I've been talking to her to make her understand. And I tell her, can today be the day that you block him? Can you block him today? And she's just not willing to let go. And that's what even frustrates me even more, because I'm so mad that she doesn't want to let go of this scammer, believing that he's coming to marry her. She believes he's coming to marry her.
That's awful. Well,
the sad part about it is that scammer's holding months and months. I guess he was supposed to come like last month and didn't show up, and she believes that, well, he told me this and this and this, and she shows me his chats and his story and the way and she believes it. So it's heartbreaking. I even cry a lot, and I talk a lot with Deo, and it's frustrating and it hurts because these people, it's hard for me to see all these people go through this, and when you get into it, it's difficult. It's very difficult because you don't know these people, and they're emotional. They're emotional, and it hurts, and people go broke. People want to take their lives, and I just tell each and every one of you guys that are there, be careful and just help these, spread the word because people are hurting themselves.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's so terrible.
I have a 14-year-old.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I have a 14-year-old that's on Instagram, and I put on her page that to be careful with scammers, and and what are these little kids doing on there? Because I have a girl now that she's going through a sextortion problem.
Oh my God.
And yeah, and they want all this money, and she doesn't know, and that they told her she can't leave the Instagram profile. And so she's scared she doesn't know what to do. And like these last few days I've been like crying because I thought, how do I help her get out of that? And she's 14. She's 14 years old, and they're not letting.
Sorry.
So I just wish everybody luck out there, and just to be careful. And like I said, if you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram, protect your profiles. If you're out there scam baiting, Dale's helped me a lot. Get yourself a different number, a VPN. Just be safe out there. And I want to thank you guys for inviting me here. And I thank Dale with all my heart because he's been my backbone. He's been a lot of help to me and has taught me a lot. And I wish all of you to go follow him. And I thank you guys. And I hope I helped somebody out there.
Absolutely. You're doing amazing work. Like, we can't thank you so much for the work that you're doing to help people.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
And not only that is when nobody likes anything I post on Instagram, I know you're coming. I know I'm going to get one like, so you motivate me. So I really appreciate you more than the hard work that you do. On a selfish level, I know I have one friend on Instagram.
Yeah.
I post you on my personal, like when I do get these victims, I do send your guys's videos to them, and I tell them, go look, go hear their voices, go see who they are, go understand who these scammers are, go look at their videos. I send your videos, I send Dale's videos, I send CJ's, I said that they can understand what these scams are about. It ain't just about the romance scam. There's the IRS. There's all these scams that are going out. Go check out these videos. It's important for them to see and so I do spread your videos, not only there, but I spread them into the DMs, and I'll spread them to these victims, and I tell them, go look at these videos, go look at them and see who your scammers are. Go see what they sound like, go see how they fight with them, and how they who we are fighting against. And a lot of them are amazed with your guys' videos. And now I have a lady that she's I think she was a victim because she follows the same person over and over, and I've told her to go look at videos and stuff that she can, and she's amazed with these videos. And now I see people that are getting into the Discord that I've met on Instagram. So if I've saved one person, I'm happy. He's in the Discord now, and I'm like amazed. He goes, I went to finally go check out the videos. And so whoever video he, like Take says, if you save one person, that's amazing.
Yeah. And
one at a time.
I think you've saved a lot. I think you've saved a lot of people. You'll never know how many. But you're doing awesome work, so please keep it up. So sorry that we're out of time, but thank you so much for joining us. Like, it's been awesome talking to you, and please let us know You know, if you ever need any support or any assistance, like let us know what we can do to help you, because you're doing awesome work and we want you to keep going.
Yeah, just keep posting your stuff. Just keep posting your stuff. Like I said, I do share it into the Instagram, so you guys are doing awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for the support.
This was a big treat that you called in and talked to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love your work, Take. Gosh, I love your work.
I love what you do as well, so it's mutual.
See,
Thank you.
somebody loves you.
I don't hear that a lot. So we're gonna make a clip of that, of you saying that, and keep playing it.
Yeah, and
yeah,
when
just
you
tell the scammers, calm down when they call you. Calm down.
Yeah, you
right.
calm down.
And every time I'm ready to shut my channel down and
Yeah.
say screw it all, I'm going to remember your true motivational words. Thank you so much.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say, when you're discouraged about your subs, you just do it for Virginia, because she's sharing your work. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Virginia, and thank you all in chat for joining us. I'm sorry we're out of time. We have to go do some personal errands, but thank y'all for joining us today. It was a lot of fun.
Virginia.
Love you all. Take care.
Yep. Y'all everybody out there have a great day. Thank you guys.
So.
Bye.
You are connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers, and man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again, okay?